Welcome to our Wednesday Spotlight Speaker meeting. I'm so happy to see everybody. And while people might still be joining, also hi on school in our Terps practice network, come and join us in the Zoom room. For anybody also who doesn't know it yet, you find the Zoom links in the calendars tab in the school community, the Terps practice network. It's at the top. But when we're in the breakout rooms, I will also share the Zoom link to the live stream as well for people to join. Hi, everybody. And then you can also find the recordings of our meetings. And you can level up
Hello.
by interacting with each other. Hello, hello. Hi, Judy, Annelies, Susan, Fernando, Michael, Lily, Sonia. Oh, a long time no see. So great to have you here. Oh, she's still connecting with her audio. So I'm Sarah. I'm an interpreter for German and English and the interpreter's business coach, helping colleagues to find fantastic clients and build the freelance lifestyle they truly love. Every Wednesday, we meet live for a topic related session that's relevant for interpreters. If you want to practice interpreting, join tomorrow on Thursdays, every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central European Time with the fantastic Terp mom and Terp dad, Lavinia and Antonio. There you can practice interpreting every language combination. Welcome. Yeah, and Wednesdays is for topic related sessions. Today we have Michael Mietke here from the Netherlands. I will introduce him in a second. After our breakout rooms. Hi, Michael. Long-term valued member, so great. And we like to start with breakout rooms where you can have 10 minutes of interaction and networking with a fellow colleague. So have your contact details handy that you are happy to share. Stay in touch because with remote work, we can all work together. So nowadays, and yeah, let me prepare it. And of course, you know it. If you want to share anything, say anything, feel free to simply unmute. I'm preparing the breakout rooms, and maybe you can start. What is a good question today to start with? Because we always want to make it a bit fun, huh? Like, if you were to be,
Maybe
yeah, Michael.
did you ever attend to interpreters conference
Yeah,
from
perfect. Good
for
introduction
for
to our today's
interpreters
topic.
with interpreters?
Yeah, great. Good idea. Yeah. Hinting at Michael's topic today. Wonderful. That's great. Okay, so let me actually create one more breakout room in case people join and I can still assign them. So because I noticed last time, like four people in a breakout room might be a bit too much at a time, so that everybody can speak. Because we only have 10 minutes, and then we come back half an hour roundabout, presentation, speaking, interactive, and then Q&A, and then the hour is already over. This is how quick it is. All right, ready for the breakout rooms? I will create them now 10 minutes. You don't need to do anything. I will close them, let you know when 2 minutes are left, and you come here automatically. Here they are. Enjoy. So, which conference have you already attended? Which international interpreting conference? Speak about that.
Sarah, I'm alone. There was no one in my room.
Yeah, I'm just sorry, I'm just allocating people here
Okay,
exactly those that I don't know. No, I created too many. Damn it.
oh, that's a reason.
Let me just allocate. Sorry. Yeah.
Take your time.
Judy as well is alone here. Uh, Not join. No, is move to here. You know. Yeah. And you, where are you now? Michael down there. But no, I cannot see you to assign you. Can I? Ah, yeah, I can. Uh, there. Okay.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
Fernando.
Merci.
hello. Long time no see, everyone.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Hi,
Yes,
Sonia.
Sonia. I
Hello,
only
hello.
Welcome.
announced you when you
Hello,
were still
everyone.
connecting to your audio. So great to have you here.
Yeah, long time no
Long time
see.
no see. Oh, so amazing,
Hello,
really.
Sonia.
I see.
Hello, this is Amina.
Hi. Hi. Oh, Amina.
Ah,
Oh, how are you?
Hey.
I'm
Oh,
Amina
okay.
and I actually met
how
when I
are
was in
you?
London in November. We actually
Yeah.
managed
Okay.
to meet.
Oh,
We're hot sauce interpreters, so it's always
Yeah.
fun when you meet the faces behind the names.
That's true.
absolutely, yes.
And I
And we're
see
Lily.
supporting this in
Sarah did that.
3D.
Hello, Lily. How are you?
Ah,
Hello,
there you
hello, how are
are.
you?
Yeah,
How are
we really
you?
enjoyed the conference. It was really nice.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is very nice of you.
Great. Yeah. Oh, wonderful. I
We're
can't wait
missing
to
the
hear.
Italian Terp mom. Where's our Italian Terp mom that you just met in Paris?
Yes, probably at the court interpreting.
Yeah, it could be,
We
yes.
have Terp Dad here, so
Yeah. Well, I like Michael's background with all his details on his photo. That's a cool idea. How do you do that, Michael? I'm going to steal your idea.
Yeah, I was explaining this to Fernando.
Yeah.
I work with a program. It's called Camo, Camo,
Yeah.
Camo, and
Yeah.
you connect your smartphone with Zoom or Teams where you need it.
Yeah.
So you use your smartphone instead of the camera on your laptop or computer, and the smartphone has a better resolution than even the best Apple laptop.
Okay.
So that's you can use. And in this program Camo, Camo, you can make this kind of overlays, and they have some uh, how do you say, some
Options, I'm guessing.
yeah, something which prepared,
Templates.
and then you can change it the way you want to do.
templates probably. Yeah, templates.
Oh,
Huh?
templates, that was the word. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Cool. Thank
Great,
you for sharing, Michael.
wonderful.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
this the moments where you have a word, you know what you want to say, but it's a Dutch word and it's in front of the English word, so I
it's
can't
on the tip of your
get.
tongue.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah, yeah.
stupid. I know this word, but then another word is blocking it. So, but this
Yeah,
is typical for
totally.
every interpreter, I think. So
Yeah.
that's why we train a lot.
But hey, our spotlight speaker is already speaking here, Michael.
Yeah.
But before I move over, just one more thing. If you like the breakout rooms with a bit of networking, then you can't miss next week, because next week, woohoo, we will host the big, so to speak, networking event again, where the entire session is dedicated to purely networking with fun games. Don't worry, it will still be just around 1 hour, really mindful of everybody's busy lives. But 1 hour of just fun networking games, bingo maybe, I don't know yet. But speed dating for sure, some more of the breakout sessions, and then games. Those that have already participated, you know that we play games, and they're fun, aren't they, Michael, Antonio, Lily?
Mhm.
They're fun, huh? Yes, yes,
Yeah, well,
yes.
good.
So now really fun games that you can play here in Zoom to get to know each other better, but in a fun and informative way. So next Wednesday, same time, purely networking, and share it with colleagues and friends, of course. Everybody is welcome. And now, let's move over. And my fathom didn't appear. I almost forgot
I
the
hope the
recording. Oh
technique
my
will
gosh.
work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a different laptop, but anyhow. So,
Yeah.
let me start the recording. Welcome to our Spotlight Speaker session with Michael Mietke from the Netherlands. His languages are Dutch, French, and German. And he will speak about his experience participating in the conference Interpreting Europe in Brussels. And maybe you even participated online in the Thailand conference, CPRO-T.
That's
We will
true.
hear
Yeah.
whether it was possible or not. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I
Um,
participated.
and Brussels in person. So yeah, Michael, come on. No further ado. The stage is
Okay.
yours.
Okay, thank you. I will try to show you the stuff I've prepared. This is
Would you
our
like
screen.
questions during or afterwards?
Yeah, you can ask questions, no problem. I hope I get the good one. That's not a good one. Yes.
Commission Europe, yeah.
That's not so good one. Yeah, I need a screen for my PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah.
How do I get it?
When we tested it before, it was perfect.
Yeah,
You had the
precies. We
right
tested.
one.
No.
Mhm.
Maybe you don't really see it at the moment.
We see
Oh,
your browser, I think, commission.europe,
yeah.
Europa.
I will stop
Maybe it's on a
there.
different screen.
I will stop this. Maybe if I leave the full screen mode, maybe I see it better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my problem with the techniques sometimes. It's so I
The
hate this.
gremlins are always present
So
in the
let me see
background.
here. Zoom, no, scroll. That's not the right one. It's this one.
Hi, Simone.
Ah,
Hello. We're just starting the spotlight speaker session. Michael, about
here
participating in
is
the
it. Here is it already.
conferences, interpreting
Okay.
Europe and C Pro
This
T
is one,
Thailand. Yeah.
and so this one. I hope I get a good one now.
Good. I'm just getting an interpreting inquiry by a text message. Do you ever
Oh,
get
very good.
text
Very
message
good.
inquiries from a client? Like,
Very good.
why not an email? But it's fine, it's fine.
So
Hmm.
I think you must see now the my PowerPoint presentation.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I will make this one smaller. Okay, so last week, from Thursday till Sunday, there were in total 3 international Terp conferences organized by Terps and Terp organization for Terps, for interpreters. We always abbreviate it as Terp. One was in Europe, one was in Africa, and one in Asia. The European conference was organized by the EU, the European Union, and this was the Directorate Interpreting organized it in Brussels for 2 half days. So one in the morning and one in the afternoon. The first day I went to the. We'll talk about the other two. There was on the 7th and the 8th February, there was the African International Translation Conference, and it took place on the Isle of Zanzibar in Tanzania. The problem was I couldn't participate. There was no online possibility to participate. But maybe next year they will organize it in Egypt or Morocco, and then they hopefully will also offer an online participation. So you can travel to Egypt or Morocco, or maybe participate online. And then the third one was on the 8th and 9th of February. That was the Southeast Asian Association of Professional Translators and Interpreters. And the organizer we have here in our group, it's Lily. You see her. And it was really a wonderful experience. And I couldn't participate the first day because I had I made a mistake, which is typical when you work online. Bangkok is 6 hours earlier than we are here in the Netherlands, Amsterdam's time. And when you're in London, then you have even 7 hours delay. And what I did, I didn't add the no, I had to subtract the hours from the Bangkok time and not add to it. So that's why I missed the first day. But the second day I participated. It was really a very, very interesting experience with colleagues who are unbelievable capable on the area they were presenting. So it was a very good experience for me. But let's go back to the European stuff. So I think this one, yeah, okay. So this was the reporting from Brussels, a conference interpreting Europe 2025. Then we have this is from Bangkok. And you see here 4 of the speakers of the second day. And what I found very interesting was introducing forensic linguistics in the Philippines. This is a kind of work we're not used normally to, and maybe I will talk about it the next time because it's so much information I got, so I only can concentrate on one conference, the Brussels conference, and here we see the African conference, the East Africa Interpreters and Translators Associations, and they were having organized it in Zanzibar. It's an island, and that's in Tanzania, I think, in the Southeast Africa, or East Africa. It's written down. So, okay, let's go back to Brussels, the Interpreting Europe. What did I write down? So, this was a program of the 3 days. You see program day 1, day 2, and I participated personally in person the first day. This was from 14:30 to 18 hours. And then the next day I did it online because it was too early for me to travel from Maastricht to Brussels. So, and I want you to get an impression of this, how this conference works. And I have 10 minutes. I will show you what they did. So I have to stop, I think, the picture to go to the other page. One moment. This is not the right one. No, this was this one. Oh yeah, here's it. Interpreting Europe. Yes, I have to make this large. And then I hope I can start. It's about 10 minutes, and what I will do, there were interpreters during this conference, and I will switch a few times between the original speaker and then the interpreters. You will hear it, but I will try to. So you hear sometimes German and French. Maybe you don't understand it. English was a language they were talking about, but I will switch a little bit, and then I will stay with the English, so you get an expression how good our colleagues in Brussels are working. So I hope I can start this one, and give me a thumbs up if you can hear it. Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, good. So about 10 minutes.
Three things you need if you want to be a simultaneous interpreter. First of all, you need to be able to speak confidently, articulately.
Bonjour à toutes et tous. Je suis très heureuse de vous accueillir à cette nouvelle édition de la conférence interprétation
of the Interpreting for Europe conference. Now, my name is Antoinette Legrand, and it's my great pleasure to be here to guide you, along with my colleague Andrea Grosso, through these 2 days' work. Now, this is the 28th edition of this conference. This is a conference which is organized by our DG Interpretation from the European Commission. Now, amongst ourselves, we also call our DG by its old name, the SCIC, the Service commun d'interprétation de conférence. So don't be surprised if you hear that over the course of our work, if you hear this rather strange acronym. But I certainly hope that our discussions will be enriching, and I hope that time will fly with us.
A very warm welcome from me too to this, our annual flagship conference. It's the second year that we decide to meet in this broader format. So broad, in fact, we've chosen to move to a larger venue so we're able to make more space for all of you attending in person. Now, why have we done this? Well, it's really to acknowledge the fact that our discussions are relevant to so many people in the world of interpreting, including, but not limited to, those of you taking part from universities all around Europe and indeed the world.
Sich aus den Universitäten, den Hochschulen in Europa und der ganzen Welt zu uns gesellt haben. Wir werden sprechen mit Hochschulen, mit Studierenden, mit Kollegen und Kolleginnen von Dolmetschverbänden, mit Kolleginnen und Kollegen von anderen Dolmetschdiensten, von anderen Institutionen der EU, also des Europäischen Parlaments und des Europäischen Gerichtshofes. Und es wird niemanden überraschen, dass das diesjährige Thema KI ist, künstliche Intelligenz. Das ist
And our profession is no exception.
Vous l'aurez remarqué, cette année, la conférence est organisée de manière
Organised our conference in hybrid mode. Now we've tested the in-person formula, we've tested just virtual, just remote, and now we're working in a new way, which I think gives us the best of both worlds and gives us a format, I think, which allows us to welcome a lot of people here. This is the first time that we've used this large room in the Charlemagne building, the Charlemagne building being one of the European Commission buildings in Brussels. And we've also opened this meeting up to anybody who wants to attend who can't be here in person. So I'd just like to take this opportunity to welcome everybody. Welcome people who are following us online. Welcome to you. And if you're connected, you'll be using the Interactio platform. And you can also follow us through web streaming. And I'd just like to remind you that the web links can be found on the conference website.
Thank you, and you've already heard some French and some English. And well, this is a conference about interpreting, so I'm happy to say that we have also interpretation. And you can listen today to English, French, and German. And hello to our colleagues over there in the room.
Et l'allemand, puisque les collègues sont là en cabine, et vous pouvez donc parler ces trois langues, mais également italien et espagnol. Et nous avons également l'interprétation en langue des signes. Merci beaucoup.
Haben auch Verdolmetschung in internationaler Gebärdensprache. Sie müssen auswählen aus einem Kanal von Ihrer Konsole. Achtung, diese Konsolen sind ein bisschen tricky. Da haben Sie
Wow, that was impressive. I liked how you switched around the different languages as well.
Yes. So I have to go back to the other screen. So, okay. Yeah, this was a little bit an impression how our colleagues work. And you see there's also some kind of time lapse if you understand one language and then you listen to the other when I switch. They are maybe 1 or 2 sentences behind. So otherwise you can't analyze what is said. So this is the way they work. After this introduction, we got some officials who were giving a speech. It was in Spanish, in French, and in English. Let's say, oh yeah, and then what they asked before they really started with a round table discussion, they asked the audience and the audience in the room and the audience online the following question: how do you use AI in your daily work? And people were asked only to use 2 words. And what's mostly here on the screen is oh, I don't know, maybe do you see something? Because maybe I changed the
At the moment, you're not sharing any screen.
Oh, sorry. I have to put it back. Sharing. Sharing. So you didn't miss anything. It's what you see is there's a screen, or there's a slide I used. So this is a slide for the survey they did with the people, and they used Slido. It's a program where you can do this stuff. And this screen shows that the colleagues mostly use AI for machine translations in preparation for an interpreting assignment to build glossaries. So this is a list of words, vocabulary lists. Some people are also using it for research to get more background in information. So these are the main things, because there's a lot of repetition, but in other words. So, and then yes, then we had an award. Every year they award the best interpreters, young interpreters. So maybe Fernando, you could be one, because um, you finished your master's this year. So these three ladies were
That's
the
right.
winners of the award. And the lady on the left with the blonde hair, she held a speech the next day. And when I get the chance to, maybe the next time I can show you, or can let you listen to the speech, because this was a really good speech about the future of our profession, and she's quite optimistic. So she got the award. Then
Well,
they
that's good.
started. Yeah, absolutely. It's yeah, also to interest young people to learn our profession, to choose for our profession, because there is at the moment a problem that less people want to become interpreters, but there's no reason to say we don't have a future. It's
Oh,
not
that's a good
true.
answer for Yeli, who spoke at a school, I think,
Yeah,
the
that's
other
true.
week.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
don't know whether
and
he's
here
here
we
today.
got the round table discussion. It was quite long, and maybe I can tell you about a few things they were talking about. Yes, what they did was um, the whole round table discussion was about artificial intelligence for augmented interpretation. So AI as a tool which can support the interpreter in his or her work. And they found 3 use cases for the question how to leverage AI to the interpreter's advantage. We have three possibilities. One, AI in the real world, and we know this with Bart and Claude and ChatGPT. We already use it as uh, uh, as normal users, not interpreters specifically, but what we do it too. The second is AI in the booth to assist interpreters. We have already platforms who they start to do it. It's not really perfect at the moment, but they help us with numbers. They show the numbers we hear, terms you already fed the AI in advance, and other stuff. So it helps to lower the cognitive load of the interpreters during interpreting. And then the third use case was the formation of interpreters. So how do we educate interpreters to be fit to work with AI in a changing world? And in the formation, the third point, they found several questions they were talking about. One was, is AI a distraction or a support for interpreters? A lot of interpreters have find it very distracting when they have to do side translation. You have a text and you're interpreting and you read from the text at the same time. It's really, really difficult. Only few people can do it really good. Most people have problems with it. And it's the same when the AI will show us numbers, terms, and so There are some tests they are doing at the moment in Ghent, in Brussels, and other places with students, how good they can cope with this information they get, or are they distracted? The second question was, interpreters are trained by trainers during the study. And the question is, are the trainers, the interpreting trainers, fit for the new AI world? Do they have the knowledge? And then the third group, and maybe it's our group, how to train freelance interpreters. Because the EU has 400 staff interpreters, 400, 500, I think, and something about 900 freelance interpreters. So you have also to train all these freelance interpreters. And how do we do this, was a question. And then another question was, how does AI change the profile of the profession? And they were talking about that the interpreter will not only have to train his or her skills as interpreter, but also to know how AI technology works, has to advise the clients from when is it useful to work with an AI and when not. So this was I think the most important things they were talking about. And in Austria, in Vienna, they are already changing the curriculum for the students, and it's about transcription courses with AI support, but all in the beginning. Let's say, and then we had the possibility to ask questions. Maybe you know this person, this man in a red shirt. It's me. I was asking the first question to break the ice, and
Oh,
then
yeah, very good.
and then we had someone, and I want to show you this as a small video too. This is Andy Gillis with a blue shirt, and he wrote 2 books at least about interpreting and note taking. It's absolutely famous in our circles, let's say. And he posed a very, very important question, the question about confidentiality. Let me see if I can find it quickly. It's on 1609.
Und jetzt stehen
15.
und
in der Schweiz, da gab es eine Masterarbeit zum Thema Vertraulichkeit und Daten
16.
bei automatischer Übersetzung und automatischer Dolmetschung.
I think it's here.
ja, die haben schon sehr viele Strategien, wie man das tatsächlich auch in der Kabine nutzen kann, ohne dass Lehrende es sehen. Also da müssen wir uns eigentlich erst darauf einspielen, wie wir damit umgehen. Alice, would you like to add?
Alice, möchten Sie etwas hinzufügen? Ja, ganz kurz nur. Ich möchte das kurz ergänzen. Also ganz allgemein
Oh, sorry, it's
ist
German.
unser Credo,
I will do it in English.
Very open dialogue with the students right from the start of their courses when they start deciding whether they're going to specialize
It's about the
in
question about
interpretation or
the curriculum of
translation.
the
Try and
students,
encourage them
and we will
to
just in
be
a few
critically
seconds we will get the answer, the question of Andrew
mindset,
Gillis.
critical thinking, and asking them what they've been doing, and trying to promote discussion. And then I think it's quite easy once we've done that for students to make their own minds up whether they decide to use things like this or not.
Maybe we take one more
Yeah,
question,
that's the question.
from the room and then we go to online. Anyone else? Any burning questions? Okay, everybody seems to be pointing at one gentleman, so please.
Pointing at my shiny head. My name is Andy Gillis. I'm an interpreter trainer at EZIT in Paris. My question relates to confidentiality. So there are tools that can be leveraged and might be useful for interpreters in preparation. So summary tools, term extraction, AI translation. And there are tools already available which can be used in the booth. So live transcription, but also the Boothmate tools, which show glossary terms to you as you're working. Now, quite apart from whether or not those tools actually work properly, which is a different debate, I wanted to ask you about confidentiality, because all of those tools require the information, be it the document or the spoken word, to bless you. All of those tools require that the information, be it in written form or spoken form, leave the building and be processed on servers which are outside of the building. Now, most meetings in most institutions are not public, and some meetings which are public, like legal proceedings, are subject to a ban on recording. So transcription, for example, would not be possible because recording is not allowed. So my question is, how do we get around the confidentiality issue? Because we can't leverage the tools if we're not allowed to use them.
Who would like to take that question?
I will hear you three statements.
Well, I've just been guiding someone who's doing a master's on this whole issue of confidentiality, so perhaps I could say something. Yes, well, we see that there is an issue here because with the courts and the police, they are faced with similar problems, and they're not going to use any artificial intelligence whatsoever because of issues of data confidentiality and data not being protected. That is indeed an issue. Maybe this could be solved through private internal solutions with an automatic internal automatic translation system. I mean, maybe within the EU, maybe that would be a way of solving this, but it is indeed something which is going to put a brake on this sort of development, and it isn't a problem. I don't know whether it's going to be true for interpretation, but it's certainly in translation. You see that this is the case. You might have an internal system, but other people might not use the internal system. So if you have a greater number of, if you're going to augment interpreters, maybe they're going to have to be augmented so that they understand the need for confidentiality and not just to spread information all over the place. So thank you very much for that question. It's a very good one.
Anyone else on our panel? No? Judith.
Ja, da kann ich ganz kurz.
Let me just add something briefly. Data protection and confidentiality is, of course, one of the issues which is being addressed in our working party in FIT on speech to text, and there's a document that does point out that data protection is one of the major challenges which are encountered in using these calls, which has to be taken into account, and certainly is an argument in favour of the human factor.
Maybe a question from Interactive?
Absolument. Tes désirs sont des ordres.
Yes, of course. Your wish is our command. We do have some questions. We have one from Andrea Smith in English.
So, let me see. What did I do wrong? Is this one? No. No, I will stop this again. I have a few slides. Do we have time for a few slides still, or?
Yes, that's
Okay.
fine. Yeah. And actually, can I ask something in between?
Yeah, surely.
So the interpreters, were they the EU interpreters, or were participants like you that participated in person allowed
Everything.
to
There
interpret
were
as
there
well?
were students, there were interpreters, interpreter trainers, representatives of different organizations outside the EU, language service providers, like you heard also Interactio. That's a platform for interpreting, and you, Sarah, and I, we worked together on Interactio. You have Kudo and other stuff. So everyone who is really interested in what will happen with our profession was
And the
there.
interpreters, the people like the interpreters interpreting, were these also participants or EU interpreters?
EU interpreters.
Okay, so
really
interpreting
yeah.
were only the EU interpreters.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Mm.
So, and you heard people started to speak, let's say, in French, and then very quickly you got the English interpreting. And you see also some people are very good in it, and others are searching for words, like I'm doing now with my presentation. That's always different when you have to find for yourself the words, and when there's someone talking, I have to interpret. Strangely, I'm more fluent. Maybe it's a training, I don't know, but I don't have to really to search for words. Okay, sometimes yes, but normally it's yeah, it's pre-chewed, let's say. It's someone is talking, I have only to repeat it and reformulate it. So okay,
Yeah, totally normal. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, everyone who's in the profession knows this stuff. And where did I get my the screen for my slides? The stupid thing is, it's a little bit in the way. I can't get into my normal slides. Here's it. Okay. The streaming? No, that's. Oh shit, I lost it.
The
But it doesn't.
PowerPoint or?
Yeah, it doesn't mind because what I wanted to give you is the link so you can see the replays yourself. So because it's quite long, and I only can show you the first day because it was so much information. And the second day was also very important. So I would propose to watch it by yourself. Maybe what I want to talk about also is after this this round table discussion, there was a conversation with Franz Pöchacker, that's a professor at the University of Vienna who wrote some books. He had very, very good ideas about our profession and why it has a future. And then there was an Oxford-style debate. People who don't know it, it's you have two persons with two opinions. One is a proponent and the other is an opponent. So I'm for a motion or I'm against the motion. And the motion was this house, so the people in the audience, the EU, this house believes that AI-powered interpretation will never replace human interpretation. And we had a Danish colleague who was in favor, who said humans, they have intuition, the AI can't have this, and literature and so forth, and so forth. AI wouldn't have the capability to do this. And the other one was Mr. Schmidhuber, and he is also called the father of artificial intelligence, and he was very involved also in the large language models to develop them. And his arguments were really frightening because he was saying, okay, let's say 20 years, 30 years, the AI will be embodied with robots, will have sensors, and can have all these input we do have as humans. So it was really an interesting discussion we had. And before they had a survey where people were answering to this motion. This house believes that AI-powered interpretation will never be replace human interpretation. It was 60. It won't 6%. It won't replace humans, and 40% against. And after these Oxford-style debate, it was 50-50. So I would urge you to listen to this speech too. It's on day one. So
But if you like, you can send me the link and I will share it when
I think I will do
share
this
the
because
recording tomorrow.
could be because I have problems with my different screens too. You see how I'm.
But if you prepared the slides and put in the work, then
Yeah,
find
yeah,
them. We want to see them. But if
I
you didn't
can
prepare any
give you
more
the
slides,
slides.
then fine.
No,
But
I can give you all the slides as a so everyone. It's not. It's not. Yeah, it's open, so no copyright on it. So it's. I want you to give all the information I got during the interpretation. And if you like, I can give a interpretation, some abstract from the second day, and also from the conference in Bangkok, if
of
Lily
course,
allows it.
yes.
But I can't do it the next few weeks because I get to choose implants tomorrow. So I will have.
Yeah, just send me the link. You don't need to prepare anything else. Oh gosh,
Okay.
yeah.
So this was
You
my
need to recover
preparation.
then.
So I
Yeah.
hope you I could inform you a little bit.
Well,
And if you have
great,
any
wonderful.
question, pose
Yeah,
your
guys.
questions.
Yeah, any questions for Michael about interpreting Europe or CPROT?
Michael, did your attitude change?
My
Your
attitude.
opinion about whether the AI will replace us?
I became a little bit frightened with the Oxford style debate because his arguments were quite good, but it's also yeah, I think our profession will change, will adapt, because when you listen to the professor afterwards, the professor from Vienna, he gave a lot of good information, arguments why our profession will stay, and we have to adapt because we had to adapt in the beginning. The simultaneous interpreting started with technology, and our profession is always changing through the influence of technology. We adapt, we broaden our audience, and so on. And what Andy Gillis said about a lot of conferences where confidentiality is absolutely a must, or you don't get the information outside of this circle, this company, this organization. So I think there's still a lot of stuff for us as work, but the simple task, the bad interpretation will go. Like a lot of stuff we also had with other computer programs and so on. But the high quality interpreting will stay. So our profession will stay. And at the moment, it's so when people do their masters and they go to places where organization needs some interpreters, the organizations are fighting for us, for the good interpreters, for the one with a good background. And there's still a lot of work for us when you start as interpreter. So Fernando, go to the EU and other organizations, and where they have these rounds to find new interpreters. And at the moment, we have not enough interpreters on the world stage for all these organizations.
Great. Well, this is really encouraging. And Simone?
Yeah, thank you very much. It was very interesting indeed. When you said that the bad interpretation will go and the good will stay, I was thinking maybe there will be more levels of, so kind of you have bad interpretation or things that are not as good for a lower paying client. Did they talk about this as well? That maybe because also AI, it's not all perfect.
Yeah,
So in a perfect world, it would be perfect, but
Yeah,
we
yeah.
know that it isn't. And so maybe there will be more levels of like I have X euros and I can afford this level of quality.
Yeah, Yeah, I think this will be the future that now with AI, or let's say with RSI, with online interpreting, we reach now other kind of clients because they don't have to pay for travel and accommodation. So we can be cheaper. But on the other hand, online interpreting is really, really tough. It asks lots of cognitive, what is it, cognitive energy. So what I do is when I have, let's
Load,
say,
cognitive load, you
cognitive
mean?
load. Yes, thank you, Antonio. What I do personally is when I offer my tariffs or my price for clients is I make a difference between being at a location. It's 4 hours for half a day. I have a price ticket on it, and when it's online, it's 3 hours for the same price ticket. So the first impression a client gets, okay, it's both the same. No, it's not the same because I charge you for 3 hours instead of 4 hours. But you gain, that's the second argument, you don't have to pay for travel, for hotel costs, and so on, and I could meals. So this is my argument, and I have to explain that the cognitive load is much higher than when I'm at a location. And you can also use the argument, how do you feel when you are in a Zoom or a Teams meeting? You realize that it's really tiring. So this is how I get my clients, convince them.
And speaking of clients, so was the conference a good opportunity for networking in
Yes.
terms of client acquisition? Were there enough coffee
Yes,
breaks?
it
How
was.
did that go?
This is my money. The nice thing is you can
Business cards. So just to
yeah, this
explain.
all these cards and
Yeah.
the other thing is seems a little bit stupid, but you saw me on the big screen. And afterwards, so asking a question and okay, the persons who ask a question from the audience, you see them on this very big, large, broad screen. And afterwards, when you have this networking session with amuse-gueule and sparkling wine, people come to you and start a conversation. And if you are experienced, like Simona and Antonio and Lily and so on, the younger one really wants to talk to us. And this is really a nice
Okay,
experience.
this is the secret. So ask
Yeah,
a question, come onto the big screen,
yeah,
be brave.
absolutely. Yeah. That's a good one.
And most important question of all of the questions. How did you get the picture of yourself from the big screen?
I hate it to see me on a photo.
But how did you get it? I mean, who made it? Who gave it to you? I mean, somebody else must have taken it.
Oh, this now in the slides or what?
Yes.
Very simple. I started the video, enlarged it like you saw it, and then I used the print screen
Screenshot. So
function.
you, okay, so because you
All
have
the things you
access to the
stuff is
recording,
print screen. So
screen
and then you have
screenshot,
to
yeah.
to cut it a little bit, and then you can put it in a presentation. It's so simple.
Yeah. This is a great one. Make a LinkedIn post about it. This is a great
Yeah, absolutely. That's
photo for client acquisition and so on. So
absolutely, yeah.
take it.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Any other last questions? We're already over the hour, guys. But any last questions, of course, burning comments, please.
No
Now
last
is
words, last questions, please.
last questions. Yeah. Final words. Any last questions, comments? No, would you like the link from, should I send out the link that Michael will share with me? You guess tomorrow
I
you will
think
get
so,
an
yes.
email with the link to the recording,
Yeah.
and I will share the link with you guys.
And I hope it works because I had to register first. So I hope you can see the recordings too with this link, but I don't see why the link I get and I can open the videos, why you can't use it.
Yeah,
Then
maybe
they
just
think,
you need to
then they all think,
account.
okay, Michael is asking quite often to watch this video. How come? Doesn't mind. It's no
Yeah.
copyright on it. So
All
they
public,
want
yeah.
that we share this information.
Yeah. Okay, then let's do that. Tomorrow you will send. So, Michael, the link today, please, because tomorrow I will send out the recording
Okay.
and your link then. Yeah, but no further work, please. You don't need. You did enough. It was a great presentation.
Yeah.
All right then, guys. Okay, so networking event next Wednesday, same time. So just fun games to connect in more depth even and make meaningful relationships and connections. And with that, have a great week. Don't forget interpreting practice tomorrow with Terp Dad here, Antonio.
Sorry, I
forget.
can't. Sorry, Antonio, I can't because I will have problems with my
Oh
my
yeah,
teeth.
good luck with that.
I'm
Okay,
sorry. I
it's
want
fine.
to
Yeah.
to
It's
participate,
fine.
but at the moment it's not
Yeah.
possible. Sorry.
No problem. No
You
problem,
came from the
Michael.
dentist
Thank you.
chair.
Yes. Make a
All
selfie,
right.
yes.
All right, guys. It was really lovely seeing everybody. Thanks for turning on your cameras and see you in the latest next week and tomorrow for practice. Bye bye.
Bye bye.